series of noises made from the Titanic itself because of its ongoing decomposition. It's making a lot of noise down there. It's not quiet. It could have been a maintenance guy.
Okay, hold on. They said there's a debris field found. Actually, I could probably play this, right? What the fuck? There's no audio? Give me a second.
Field near the search area for a missing submersible near Titanic's wreckage. Thanks for joining us. I'm Paula Eben. Now, the Coast Guard says teams are examining that field right now to see if it is actually connected to Titan, which was the submersible vessel carrying those 5 crew members. We're expecting a news conference from the Coast Guard at 3 o'clock this afternoon. WBZ's Nick Giovanni shows us how some newly arrived technology is helping out in the search effort.
In a race against time, an active search for the missing submersible Titan continued Thursday morning with a pair of ROVs, or remotely operated underwater vehicles, deployed from French and Canadian vessels bound for the seafloor.
It sends out a ping of sound that bounces off all of the things around it, and it comes back, so you can kind of generally see the shapes of things.
Search crews trying to zero in on the underwater noises picked up by sonar buoys over the last 2 days, thought to be periodic, possibly rhythmic banging sounds. While estimates suggested the Titan, with 5 people on board, was set to run out of oxygen this morning.
This estimate of 96 hours is coming from an assumption of a average consumption rate. There's not very many things average about being stuck in a submarine, right?
As more resources move toward the site where the submersible lost contact on its way down to the Titanic Sunday, the search area on the surface doubled in size yesterday to roughly 20,000 square miles.
It's like being in the dark in a blizzard with a flashlight, and you're trying to find your keys in the snow. This is the scale of the challenge that you're looking at right now.
Katie Croft Bell is the president and founder of the Ocean Discovery League, who's been...
All right. So if you guys don't know, so there's a debris field kind of found near the Titanic wreckage, and they're believing that that's clear signs that something happened to this, submersible or submarine that went down there to go look at the wreckage. They're thinking that maybe it got destroyed, and it could be attacked by a fucking, I don't know, do like animals like whales and shit like that be that deep? I don't know. Maybe got attacked by like some type of animal or whatever the case is, or maybe it's just like malfunction. That's like a complete and like feasible possibility that something went wrong with that shit. They're controlling the shit with a PS4 controller. Anything could go wrong, gang. I ain't gonna lie. If anybody played, listen, I played 2K on with a PS4 controller. You play for more than 3 days, 3 hours a day, you get stick drift, okay? So now if you're talking about going 2.5 miles beneath the earth, 2.5 miles beneath the earth, okay? And you're relying on some Bluetooth by a goddamn Logitech controller, I could foresee shit could go wrong. I'm sorry to say. Shit could go wrong, man. Get a little stick drift, crash into something, fuck up the propellers, now shit leaking, you know what I mean? Shit's gonna go left real fucking fast. So, again, I want to send my prayers out to those people. Apparently there was about, I think about like seven souls on board that submarine. It's horrific. And I seen some people say, yo, why do people care about that, right? Because this is some rich, privileged people thing. I think the reason why we all care about like the submarine thing is because it's not that, I don't think, listen, they couldn't pay me to go down there. Like, I don't want to do that shit. They couldn't pay me to go down there. But what we do, what at least for me, I think about is like, it's like why like we're addicted. You remember like, it hasn't happened in a while when they'd be like, oh, some mining thing collapsed and people are trapped beneath the ground. It's like we all have these phobias. And I think about it like being trapped in a fucking small tube, right? Where you're only like I think we all kind of have like a fear of being drowned to some extent, right? We're all claustrophobic to some extent, right? But now you kind of visualize this in this small ass thing that goes 2.5 miles beneath the surface of the water, and you got to imagine what's going on. And obviously, as I said, like, I'm pretty sure you wouldn't volunteer to go there or even get paid to go there, but it's kind of like that humanity aspect of wondering what the fuck, like, that's probably torturing. I don't know. We're probably going to get answers at some point. I'm wondering if these vessels, like, with planes, they have what's called a black box. And a lot of, well, obviously not cars to some extent, but like planes have what's called a black box, which means if it crashes, it'll still give some data on what the fuck transpired. I'm wondering if anything of the sort exists for this, like, submarine, because if they found a debris field, I don't know. By the way, it could be like it lost, like, so when you go 2.5 miles beneath the Earth's surface, the pressure is astounding, right? So you have to have something that maybe is helping to counteract the depressurization. Who knows? But there's a debris field. Maybe the shit just exploded. I don't know what the fuck happened. But regardless, I would definitely love to know what the fuck happened, man. I don't know. It's just kind of, it's scary. It's scary. Again, what those people were into, them wanting to see the Titanic, that's not my neck of woods or whatever the case is. But I do understand and empathize because of what just that claustrophobic beneath the surface in a metal tube. I mean, I have anxiety on a plane. Like, y'all gonna call me bougie, and maybe I'm bougie, but I actually want to blame it because I think I've just gained weight and I'm fat now. So, nigga, I can't fly if it's not first class. If it ain't first class, it ain't going. Like, and I'm gonna tell you why. It's not just the comfort or whatever the case is I think once I started getting on a plane a lot, I developed this anxiety, which I've never had anxiety in my whole life. But I developed this anxiety of, I'm like, all my mind could think about, you're trapped in this metal tube, and especially if you're in economy. Like, I had like a middle seat one time in the back of the plane, and it was just like, yo, you can't go left, you can't go right, there's a seat right in front of you, like, you're fucking trapped. You're looking outside, it looks mad open, but you can't go there, and like, I don't know, like, nigga, I almost like acted a fucking fool to get off the plane, and that's just like my anxieties. You get what I mean? But yeah, I that's why this shit kind of like piques my interest a little bit. But let me click into this and see what they're talking about.
Guy, it could have been somebody doing maintenance on one of the ships in the area.
Hold on.
Some of the questions. Let's go to Cloud next. Cloud wants to know #firstboat.
Hold on. Let me see if I can find. So the Coast Guard
scheduled to arrive.
He still be alive down there, and the whole.
And so I don't.
Yeah,
I get.
There we go.
From the depths of the ocean.
I don't know if I have enough information to actually answer that question. One scenario is the lift line is separate from the ROV. So you have either on the same vessel or even a different vessel drops down a lift line. The ROV then would have to find the end of that line, move it, and attach it to the submarine. Again, depending on the particulars of how the sub's lifting points are designed, that could be either very easy or nearly impossible. It just, it depends. I don't know the details to answer that question. Then that lifting line would sort of bring the sub up from depth, and then at the surface you then have the sort of issue of transferring it from the lift line
sound so
to
fucking boring while
that semi-submersible barge or some.
Let me see. All right. Enough of this, man. Enough of this. I don't think we'll get like any decent broadcast going on this bitch. Other than this, yeah. Submarine debris. Okay, that's it. Is my internet like fucked up? Somebody said no black box. They said on the news, oh, there's no black box. Oh yeah, niggas is fucked.
Have seen this quite a bit over the last several days. The U.S. Coast Guard now saying that an underwater vessel has located a debris field near the Titanic during the search for that missing submersible with 5 people on board. That is, of course, a potential breakthrough in that around-the-clock effort here. The search for the missing submersible on an expedition to view the wreckage of the Titanic did pass that critical 96-hour mark this morning when breathable air could have run out. A grim moment there in the intense effort to save the 5 people on board. The Titan submersible was estimated to have about a 4-day supply of breathable air when it launched on Sunday morning in the North Atlantic. Experts have emphasized there was an imprecise approximation to begin with and could be extended if passengers have taken measures to conserve breathable air, and it is not known if they survived since the sub's disappearance. Rescuers have rushed ships, planes, and other equipment to the site of that disappearance. And on Thursday, the U.S. Coast Guard said an undersea robot sent by a Canadian ship had reached the seafloor, while a French research institute said a deep...
I see this posted on Shade Room. Let me see if I can get it. So the Shade Room posted some shit, right? And essentially, the son of the billionaire, people were mad at the son of the billionaire because they said, yo, dog, how the fuck are you just chilling and like your daddy down there, like basically, you know what I mean, like gasping for air type shit. You know what I mean? Everybody was like, yo, bro, like you kind of seem like, yo, the son of the billionaire seemed like he didn't give a fuck. So the son of the billionaire lost at sea speaks out after the decision not to attend. He went to a concert. God damn, man. That's what I'm telling you, man. Listen. Well, actually, no, I think of kids differently than like bitches. Like with bitches, fuck them. With your kids, like you gotta love your kids. You produce them. It is what it is. You know, I debunked that meme that like, yo, you know, all the girl, like every girl is saying, if my man was down there, I'm going to go get him. Yeah, all right. They're gonna go check the fucking contract details as for your marriage, or they're gonna go check to make sure they know your passcode to your phone. Like a bitch will check the passcode to your phone. If you shot dead on the ground, I trust and believe, nigga, if somebody blurred out your passcode at the same time, she's gonna check the passcode. She's gonna check your phone first, gang. She don't give a fuck about you. You could die. Bitches want to make sure you ain't cheating on them. Bitches want to make sure you leaving them something. They don't give 2 fucks about you. That's facts. So, in reality, I expect that from bitches. But they said this, oh, this is stepson. Nah, never mind. This is stepson. Yeah, this nigga don't give 2 fucks. You can tell he not in the will at all. This nigga don't give 2 fucks. Look at this. The stepson, I forgot. I read that son. Stepson of billionaire lost at sea speaks out after his decision to attend a concert amid the search. Yo, hitting a concert, that's wild crazy. That's wild crazy, nigga. Listen what he says. Hold on. I gotta bring back in. This is crazy, though.
Thanks for the love and the support. Here are the facts, okay? Believe it or not, I have about $100 to my name. I can't go out to the ocean. I have a legal situation keeping me here as well. I can't get on a flight. I don't have a passport. I was sitting here yesterday watching the news for 2 days straight. I go to a Blink-182 show because I have a ticket. It wasn't like I was having super fun. It wasn't like I was celebrating, having a great time. I was kind of just listening to some of my all-time favorite songs, kind of like nodding my head and just trying to get off the phone for like maybe like 2 hours or so and come right back into the drama. The submarine is stuck at the damn Titanic. There's nothing I can do for the situation at all. So that's the truth. Thanks for the... So my homegirl, my online friend Brea, I always talk to her on Twitter. We have a playful back and forth. And I respond to a comment like I do every day.
Yo, she says, can I sit on you? And he says, yes, please. Yo, his stepdad is wheezing for breath. Man, I ain't gonna lie, man. Yo, this is what I tell y'all kings, man. Protect yourself, man. You gotta care for yourself. Ain't nobody care for you out here.
And basically the media flips out on it. And she wished me well. She wished my family well. She's a very nice person. She does OnlyFans or whatever. She has her hustle.
This nigga might as well drop her link. Gang, what you doing, boy?
That's what she does. It's a good thing, you know? And for them to hate that much after just a little playful back and forth, something I do like every day, judge how you want, but it's like, come on, give it a break, you know? There's nothing wrong with that. So I'm just tired of the bullshit. Thanks, Bray. I love you. Stay strong. Thanks for the support, everyone.
This nigga's tweaking. I ain't gonna hold you. This boy is tweaking. But such is the case. I mean, that's kind of what I expected. It appears that it's over for those people in the submarine. I send my condolences. Again, I'm gonna just reiterate, despite what you're personally into, I don't care. Oh, it's rich people problems. Oh, that's billionaire shit. It don't matter. You know, a life loss is a life loss. I also understand the people